today, we are going to talk about guilt. This guilt is not the positive one that makes us go to the person and ask for forgiveness, then we reconcile. But this guilt is the one that follows us for life. For example, you have done something to somebody that made you feel pain. Even if after you have asked for forgiveness, the guilt still follows. And as time goes on, it might affect even your daily life. How are we going to define guilt from the book, from the Google? They define it as follows. It is a painful, self-conscious emotion that arises when a person believes they have done something wrong. They believe they have done something wrong. It can be a feeling of responsibility or remorse for an offense, whether real or imagined. Sometimes we feel guilt on something that we didn't even do. But we feel like, no, I was supposed to have done better. But I didn't do. But the time is already gone. Maybe the person already passed away. Now you want to do, if I did like this, maybe the person didn't die. Most of the time, doctors have that feeling, or nurses, because as you recap, when you arrive home, your patient passed away, you feel like, if I did like this, if I refer on time, if I did, those guilt feeling follows the person. And there are some mental health issues. The first one is low self-esteem. It's not a good thing. When you come to the mirror looking at yourself, you see a very bad person, but this is you. And you see a useless person, but this is you. And you start to make yourself talk. And you can say, I'm not okay. And some of us even running away from the mirror because you don't want to see yourself. Because you see yourself as the son or the daughter of the devil when you come to the mirror. That is the effect of the guilt. And the second one, anxiety and depression. A lot of people becomes depressed, anxious all the time. Just because of the guilt. They cannot express it to the other person. They just feel it inside of them. And social withdrawal. They start to isolate themselves. If before they have a friend, they sing together, they start to be, no. When you ask them to sing with you, no, I'm no longer there. I'm busy. They always have excuse. If there is something that a church have to do together or the family, they always have excuse. And self-destructive behavior. They start to smoke, they start to drink or abuse some drugs just to numb the pain. But they will never express it. Most of the time, a man is the one that is affected. And one day, you will find them hanging through their neck, committing suicide. Just guilt. It looks a small thing, but if it becomes chronic, like it continues, you don't handle it well, that's the end result. So, in a student, even in a workers, it can bring into a difficulty to concentrate. They cannot concentrate in anything. You give them tasks, they cannot do it. And a lot of them come to the doctor, ask a long sick leave. And they end up forging a sick leave. Recently, I have such patient, steal my signature and fail dismally. Then the principal realized it. Doctor, I have 2 of these. Previously, which one is yours? And I look at this one is mine. I said, this one is not mine. Then I talked to the principal, please, don't just discipline this man. Investigate. What is pushing him to always ask for the sick leave? And he's always drunk. I said, there is another deeper problem there. Dig it up so that you may help this young man. So, a lot of us have it. Some on the phone, cannot sleep the whole night, just feeling that guiltness. So there are some physical health that is impacted by this guilt, like sleep problem, as I have said, digestive problems, always having stomach problem, muscle tension, cardiovascular problem, even high blood pressure. It can even lead into stroke. So Ellen G. White have a talk about it. And we read that, and we read one verse, I'm done. So from Ministry of Healing, this is how Ellen G. White described it. Guilt impairs left forces. Grief, anxiety, discontent, remorse, guilt, distrust, all tend to break down the left forces and to invite decay and death. It can even lead into death. And how one gains freedom from guilt? How are we going to face it? Ellen G. White have this nice advice. This feeling of guiltiness must be laid at the foot of cross of Calvary. The sense of sinfulness has poisoned the springs of life and true happiness. Now Jesus says, lay it all on me. I will take your sin. I will give you peace. Destroy no longer your self-respect, for I have brought you with the price of my own blood. You are mine. Your weakness I will strengthen. Your remorse for sin I will remove. So that is the advice from Ellen G. White. What the Bible talk about it. Let's open Hebrews chapter 10 verse 22. Anybody can read it. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 22. Hebrews 10, 22. Please. Hebrews 10, 22. Yes.
Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience, and our bodies washed with pure water.
So, if we draw near to Jesus, He's going to clean that guilt. Some of them we really committed them, and they are wrong. And you will feel like you want to reverse it, but it's impossible. Just come to Jesus. He will cleanse us. He will remove that guilt feeling. It's not easy to get rid of it, but with Jesus, if we come to the cross, Jesus will take it and is going to give us freedom. May the good Lord bless us. Amen.
Amen.